Hello, everyone. My name is Darius, and in another hall there is a conference about education and learning. So I'm secretly sneaking that into this hall also. I'm not going to talk entirely about why Metaverse is misunderstood, but how and where should we put the focus. So. Oh yeah, it doesn't work. Hello? Nope. Oh, it works. So, main point is that I believe that the Metaverse will be the cornerstone technology leading us into a new era of humanity. But the main question to answer is, but what is the cornerstone technology of Metaverse? So, hello again, my name is Darius, I'm from Lithuania, Vilnius, and my background is that I'm actually a YouTuber, one of the first in Lithuania, a streamer and YouTuber, gamer for the past 13, 14 years. And I have 100,000 subscribers. I created a lot of content and projects with games, game communities, and influencers. And for the past 7 years, I've been creating a startup combining gaming, Minecraft, with education. And we learned a lot throughout those years, and we got global recognition. We are still after 7 years, I believe we are kind of in early stage before scale because the problem is just too hard and too complex to tackle. But we already been recognized globally, and we got from Holon AQ, we are the best. We are in the best top 50 edtech solutions in Northern Europe. So, and in advanced technologies category. So yeah, and what I want to tell you is not story of free cubes. So basically, I'm going to explain you mentality and thinking of free cubes, what we are trying to do, without telling anything about free cubes. So it's kind of about my mindset I learned throughout my experience. So Metaverse, it's a funny term because it's very misunderstood, and there was already a topic today. I heard about this term, but a lot of people just don't know we don't know what actually Metaverse is. And for me, actually, the best way to explain it as I learned it and I saw the future of it, as I imagine the future of it, the best way to explain it is to firstly tell what Metaverse is not. So Metaverse is not, sadly, XR. It's not VR goggles or augmented reality. Metaverse is not dressing in funny characters and dancing around. Metaverse is not Roblox yet, and neither Minecraft. And especially Metaverse is not crypto lands. So what is it? Basically, I already know that some people here read Matthew Ball's Metaverse introduction. So I really like his mentality of thinking about Metaverse. So basically, Metaverse, I believe that it's a new age of computing or the internet. So we had mainframe age, we had personal computing age, and now we are in cloud computing time. And the next age of computing and internet is to be believed Metaverse, or you can call it spatial computing. So basically, it's kind of 3D internet. Because when you look at statistics of gamers and all the behaviors, especially from the youngest generation, you see that everything is kind of converging into this new 3D internet. And for example, 70% of youngest generation are using games, not even playing the main game, but just sitting in the lobbies and chatting. So we're kind of already using games as a social media, and games are kind of not yet social media, but we're using it as it's. So there's a longer explanation what Metaverse is. It's basically a massively scaled and interoperable network of real-time rendered 3D worlds. And I like this explanation, but I still think that one thing is missing from that. from this description. So basically, the thing is that Metaverse is not here yet. We don't have it, but we have a lot of building blocks of it. And I think it's very important to put the emphasis where should we focus on what is going to build the Metaverse and why it is important and what benefits it can grant. Because a lot of people assume that by bringing Metaverse, we're kind of going into this dystopian future, like everybody's sitting with VR glasses and nobody is talking to each other. So, and I think that actually Metaverse can bring incredible social revolution to the world. And how it's going to do that is by remembering that Metaverse is built, 3D technologies are built by video games. And video games are not great because we build great 3D worlds. No, what they do great is let you play stories and interact with them. Basically, there's a term I love, and it is called player's agency. It basically, for example, you're watching a movie, right? It has 0 player's agency because you can't interact with it. Now you're watching a movie about where you can select some options and choose different endings. That's some player's agency for you. But now imagine you're playing Baldur's Gate 3, where most of the story is actually, you can choose many thousands of ways how you can go through the story. So player agency goes very highly up. And the thing is that video game technologies and you game designers, game creators push this technology forward. And I personally like going through this player agency through the example of Half-Life. It's a perfect example. First Half-Life. First ever 3D game with a full story for you to play. It was amazing, revolutionary. Second Half-Life. First full-on fleshed game with a story where they incorporated physics, physics mechanics, and actually that helped to deliver the story for the game. And sadly, not a Half-Life 3, because Valve can't count it to 3, but Half-Life Alyx, first full-on game story where it used VR technologies as a method to delivering a story, and those technologies enhanced the game and it increased players' agency. And we have many different games that can be used as an examples that push those technologies further. And Minecraft was one of the first games that actually, what I love about it, that it not only great and universal sandbox, but it actually combined many different play styles into a one shared single game, where even modders can add different parts of gameplay elements that still work with other parts of a game. Sims also, one of the examples, they pushed players' agents in terms of building a family and growing your character and building your career. Civilization, a strategy game, building your civilization and towns and fighting with each other and learning diplomacy. And people actually, from this strategy game, learn history without even wanting to, for example, without even realizing that they are learning history and diplomacy and politics. Animal Crossing, also kind of social game where you build your own island, but very slowly, because most of the game events are tied actually to the real world seasons and calendar, and you can play with your friends on mobile devices. Dyson's Fair program, extremely deep simulation game where you build a factory, not on some area, but actually on a whole planet, on a whole solar system, and on a like systems of different stars. So it's you're building incredible big machine and building Dyson spheres, like big machines around suns to gather the energy. That actually is not a game. Like it's a tool/game, breadcrumb simulator. No, breadboard simulator. So it's kind of the review for it is that it's so realistic that it mimics their even limits of real world, like learning electronics, and it's very easy to use and play, but even children can actually learn in a safe environment just by like experimenting with electronics, and we can actually replicate that later on in real world. Because I bought real life stuff, those electronic components. It's pretty expensive, so it's a great way to learn at first. Farming simulator. Children love after school just drive tractors and harvest crops, and we are not forced to do that. This game just created simulations to experience for yourself, and children are actually learning like about agriculture and economy and building a business from purely entertainment perspective. Eco game, building also kind of factories, survival game on a whole planet, but also you need to like keep in mind about environmental challenges and climate change. So Palia, MMORPG, but it pushed simulations also into that MMORPG, but with farming. It's cozy, no fighting, or the fighting is not the most important thing. So a lot of games are pushing different aspects of those technologies. City Skylines, one of my popular series on YouTube, like it's not city building simulator, it's actually traffic simulator. It's very hard, it's very realistic to build real realistic roads and not have traffic jams. It's hard, you learn a lot of stuff. Flight simulator, it's kind of purpose entertainment, but you can learn the basics of aviation. Kerbal Space Program, same story. It's a game that pushed technologies you to learn and create, even learn orbital mechanics, and even you need sometimes to do even orbital calculations. Arma Free, learn how military strategies put on. One of the newest things, Baldur's Gate. People are calling this game even not kind of like, it's a RPG game, story game, but people are saying that you can choose so many variations that it's a kind of story simulator at this point, so complex. Space Engineers, it's pretty self-explanatory in the name. And the engineer in space, but the thing is that you're building everything from the smallest volume blocks, from voxels basically, and it enables you to create these huge machines and spaceships and have battles and learn how to basically how to structure your ships and how to defend them and how to acquire resources. And even Minecraft, you can mod Minecraft so much that it does not look like Minecraft. You can build factories, complex factories, go to Mars, to Moon, build very complex stuff with Minecraft. So Fortnite also pushed like more social aspects into the gaming with even social concerts for real artists. And the experience, if you have ever encountered that one, been in one, it's amazing experience. So all of this leads to the fact that we see that more and more people are in general becoming gamers, and we see increase for the reason that more and more play because of they like creation, imagination, and self-expression. And that is basically enabled by technologies that increase players' agency, that allow to do different things for us. And why it is important? Because of this problem. It actually solves one of the biggest social problems in our history. It actually directly tackles the problem with education. So not for now, the gaming industry doesn't compare themselves that they are creating educational technologies, most of the games, but I believe that it's even if you're creating a game not for education, but if you are pushing that players' agency technologies, you're basically building the future of a new education system, which is going to be way better. And how is that? Because I studied a lot about where globally the education is moving forward, and I found out that there are three basically components, three key points, where, for example, even Lithuania, Finland, USA are trying to get to. And one of them is personalization, so to adapt curriculum and learning material and way of learning to each individual, and to help them basically to learn the stuff you are good at and you want to learn, and how you want to learn it and how you're doing the best at it. And that is easy to do through games. Emotional intelligence is very important, a lot of focus on that part. And because like the industry's economy is changing so much, people need mental resistance to basically adapt very fast to upcoming changes. And collaboration and problem solving also, if you see the most required wanted things that employers want from new employees, it's actually soft skills. All of the top are soft skills. So, and this is where education systems are trying to get where. For example, I know personally from Lithuania, we have this new curriculum that focuses on those things, but we have zero tools and ideas how to do that actually. So it's still, it doesn't solve a problem because we don't know how to acquire it. And how to acquire it is actually very simple. Everyone plays, and all mammal plays, and it turns out that from a lot of different scientific research from different areas proved that this is our natural way how we learn all of those stuff. Because when we play independently without supervision of adults, when children play, we're basically kind of mimicking reality and creating fake challenges to learn how to go through these challenges and how to go through our own like problems. And we are learning how to communicate, how to collaborate. That's how we increase our emotional intelligence. That's how we explore and learn about ourselves. So we are more like, we know how to personalize the learning and basically adapt yourself and the world to yourself, how to fit in the world. And so that's like our superpower as humans to play. And we kind of took that out from schools right now. And video games is like a tool for enhancing this play. So when we are talking about the future of education and in general video games, I see that if we still keep pushing that technologies of simulation and sandbox games and making it that everyone can easy play it, easy go into that direction and easy acquire, and combined with XR technologies, VR technologies, and artificial intelligence, basically we're creating this new kind of synthetic reality. But the thing is that it's actually solving a lot of psychological problems we are facing right now. And because games learned how to trick our psychology, but currently video game technologies are very good at what we are trying to achieve in education. So because that thing is that all of those things are very natural for us, because all children, all of us are natural born learners, and we are good at learning, and we want to learn about the world, and we want to play. Just school kind of kills that thing. So synthetic reality can fix that stuff, kind of creating this new era of humanity where we actually feel good. So I'm very hopeful about. Yeah, but it also can create living hell on earth. So it's very tricky thing, and it's very important to think about those things, because it's creating this metaverse that benefits humanity is not only about creating simulations and increasing players' agents and allowing things to do, but also about content moderation and incorporating somehow like parents and children, how we are talking to each other, how we connect, how this metaverse could be introduced to schools, and how we can A lot of difficult challenges, very difficult. And I like this one saying that from Tim Sweeney, who actually coined the term metaverse, that this metaverse is going to be very, very powerful if one company controls it, they are basically going to become a god on earth. And this is exactly the reason, because video games learned how to trick our psychology, and they know how we work. So that's my thesis. Thank you very much.